What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Lomachenko and his return to the sport and the fact that he's going to be facing the Japanese warrior Nakitani in his first fight back after the defeat against Teofimo. Now, before I go any further, I would just like to say that any fight against a true lightweight who, in terms of skill, is average or above, is going to give Lomachenko all sorts of problems, and it's going to be an extremely tough fight for him, regardless if he wins or loses. Now, when we talk about Nakitani, we're talking about a guy who's almost 6 feet tall, who uses the jab really well, has decent punching power, and who's extremely tough both physically and mentally. And let's not forget, he gave Teofimo, who is the #1 lightweight in the world right now, his toughest fight to date and his closest fight to date. Nakitani, regardless of his star power or lack of notoriety on this side of the world, is a top 5 lightweight, arguably a top 3 lightweight. He just hasn't gotten the chance to prove it yet, or the stage or the opportunity to show it. He had that fight against Teofimo, and he made the best of it, and he showed us what he's got. Now, and after that, that was a really tough fight, but he eventually ended up coming back, and he ended up stopping and knocking out Felix Verdejo and winning the WBO International lightweight title in the process. So this guy is on a roll, and he's clearly a threat to any lightweight in the world. And it's just ironic that Lomachenko is going to be facing him in his first fight back. Now, one of the biggest problems in the fight with Teofimo was the size. It was very apparent that Teofimo's size was a problem, a big obstacle for Lomachenko, his size and his power. Lomachenko had to be very cautious, especially in the beginning of the fight, or at least he felt like he had to be. Now, let's not get it twisted. Lomachenko is a featherweight. He's a natural featherweight. The only reason why he's at 135 is because he couldn't get the marquee matchups that he wanted at 126, and he couldn't get the marquee matchups that he wanted at 130. He cleaned house at 130 at 126 as much as he could, and he had to move up eventually all the way up to 35 just to get the big fights, That doesn't mean he's truly a lightweight. He's far from it, and it already showed. You could take a look at his fights against Linares and Jose Pedraza. They're both good fighters, but by no means are they elite, and they gave him all sorts of hell. What the hell is Nakitani going to do? This clearly, even if he ends up winning, it's going to be a hard fight for him, and it's going to take a lot of damage, and he's not going to get anything for it. He's not going to get a world title for it. He's not going to get any more notoriety than he already has for it. He's actually going to get the opposite. People are going to shit on him and say, look at him go a hard 12 rounds against that unknown Japanese guy. Because regardless of how good Nakitani is, people don't even know him on the side of the world. That's a fact, right? So I don't know why this fight is happening, but from a fan's point of view, I don't really mind it because I know it's going to be a hard and good fight. It's intriguing. I can't pick a winner, but even though I'm slightly leaning towards Nakitani, I just can't figure out why Top Rank would have Lomachenko fight Nakitani, especially now, coming off of a loss. It's not like this guy's a world title or anything, This guy might even arguably be the toughest fight. Look, Nakitani is even bigger than Teofimo, and like, whatever, man. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your opinions are, and we'll take it from there. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys soon.